Okay, my first video. It is July 31st of 2016, Sunday. It's, not sure what time it is, but it's later in the afternoon, coming on evening. And this is the hopefully beginning, once again, a beginning of me working on getting my 65 Mustang here restored, completely rebuilt, and back on the road. We just moved into this house this past November, so I now have a 3-car garage here and room to, well, I don't know about room, but I have the place to do this now. The last time I drove this was in 1999, I believe. I took it off the road and started to rebuild it and didn't get very far, and did a little more work a few years ago, doing some sanding here, and didn't get very far. In 1999 I took the trunk lid off and the trunk hinges off and the rear lights and stuff, and started there. My overall plan is to start in the back and work my way forward. So that's where it is now. The gas tank is out of it. You can see there's some issues with some body parts that need to be replaced. Just yesterday, day before yesterday, I went and got my new welder, the Lincoln 210, I believe. MIG welder, can do stick welding and TIG welding also. I got the TIG welding kit. And my plan is to start, well, first of all, get the car unpiled, get it cleared out so I can work on it, and then start with this crack here. I first bought this car in 1988, and it had a small crack just over the wheel here, and I didn't know what it was, why it was there. Since I've started working on it, I've found out. Looks like they replaced this rear quarter panel in the past, and basically just have it going underneath the rest of the side of the fender here, and they did not weld it all the way. I think they might have tacked it. If you look up here, there's a seam where it goes all the way across here. They just kind of have the metal overlapping. It looks like they had some holes in there to, I don't know if they were riveting or tacking it or something. There's a hole there with nothing in it. So that seam goes along here and comes over to the edge of the trunk opening. So my plan here is I'm going to cut a strip out here and then place one strip of metal in between to bring it all together. And I'll probably leave this the way it is up here. It's nice and flat and everything. So I'm going to weld across there and make it a good solid connection all the way. Behind these shelf pieces here, there's a little bit of rust down there, so I'm going to cut that out and patch it. Next I'll probably come back here, and the whole back of the car here I'm going to remove, all the way up to approximately here. Cut everything back here off and replace it with new pieces, and then I'll come over here, and this rear quarter panel I know has a lot of Bondo in it, so I'm going to probably cut from the wheel opening back off, kind of like the other one was done in the past. I'm going to replace it and weld it all in good and solid. After that I'll be just doing a lot of interior work in here and underneath, scraping everything down to bare metal, repairing what needs to be repaired, and replacing what needs to be replaced. My plan is to go with a 9-inch rear end with approximately 3.25 to 1 ratio. I don't want this to be a drag car or anything. I want to be able to cruise highways. Right now it has a 3 to 1 rear end ratio and a not a 9-inch rear end. I can't remember what it is. And then just continue to move forward underneath mostly until I get up to about the firewall, and then do the interior. Take care of all the interior, and then move up to the front. Take the front panels off the outside of the body, and then rebuild the engine. I'm going to go with a Ford top loader 4-speed manual. Right now it has a Borg Warner T10, which I broke a couple of times back when I was driving the car, so I wanted something a little stronger. So I'll go with a top loader 4-speed manual, and keep a 289 in it. Just build a little bit stronger, hopefully have 300 to slightly over 300 horsepower. Good handling car, can fly around the curves on an open highway, and I might do a little bit of trying it out on autocross or something like that. And I'd like to take it to a drag strip just to see, but I'm not going to build a drag car. It's going to be, I guess, what is known as a resto mod. There's going to be some modifications, but I'm not going to completely tear it up. I'm not going to chop it or anything. It's not going to be just a complete lowrider or anything. It's going to look fairly original. I'm going to keep the door handles and mirrors original. I still have all the chrome on it. So right now I have the Shelby style modification to the front end, where he lowered the mounting holes for the upper control arms by an inch or an inch and a quarter or something like that. I have that on there, and I have a few polyurethane bushings. I'm going to go with good polyurethane or something similar bushings in there. I'm going to go with tubular steel control arms. So I want it to handle pretty good, and keep it basically looking stock though. Wider wheels and tires for better handling. So this is it. This is the plan, and I will hopefully be following this video up with many others showing progress, and I will keep you updated.